jobbet. Det enda spelbolag som tar min sport på allvar.
John, you have a variety of weapons. When you're in the cage, do you have sort of things you think you're going to use when you go in, or is it kind of more organic? It just happens?
Well, I definitely have a strategy, and I've trained more tactics than others to carry out that strategy. But a lot of it's organic, a lot of it's improv.
When you talk, before you were talking about Alex's boxing, and you were praising his boxing, but on the conference call the other day, you were kind of dissing his footwork. So it seems like that, you said, look at his footwork, and his footwork isn't that great. And I'm just wondering, like, it sounds like two different things that you're saying there.
Yeah, well, I guess before I looked at his boxing, I just kind of looked at it the way everybody else looked at it, like, wow, that's pretty good. But as you get deep into studying, you enhance your knowledge of what boxing is and what proper footwork is and technique is. You realize that, compared to a lot of these elite level boxers, I'm not fighting a former world boxing champion. I'm fighting a guy who throws punches. Alexander's boxing defense, I've said it a lot of times now, is not that good. And I mean, if he was the best boxer, he would have the total package when it comes to boxing, and he doesn't. He's a good puncher. He has pretty good footwork. Not a great boxer.
Would you ever consider boxing? I mean, given your size and everything.
Yeah, definitely. I've been thinking about boxing a lot lately, but
really?
That's in the future.
Speaking of boxing, a lot was made about what Floyd Mayweather was making for his fight. Can you talk about what you're making for this fight?
No, I tend not to. That was smart. I tend not to.
What about the fact that he makes that much money? Do you get that much thought? Are you in the same neighborhood? Or?
No, I'm not even close to that. But I'm grateful. I never thought that I would end up in the position that I am today, and it's nowhere near Floyd Mayweather. But I'm not gonna judge my happiness over somebody else's financial situation.
You think you're rewarded enough for how popular you are?
Yeah, I think I'm really happy with what I get paid and what I think the top guys in the UFC get paid. Obviously, it's really not on the scale of a lot of other professional athletes. But with that being said, there's a lot of athletes that get paid a lot less than we do as well. So I'm grateful for where we're at. I know Dana White knows that the fighters could be upgraded a little bit, especially his top level guys, and that maybe he'll put thought into that and move in that direction in the future.
John, are you by any chance looking forward to seeing my grandmother again this fight?
I would love to see your grandmother again. And how was her birthday?
Fantastic, and she's only coming to see you. I think there's something going on between the two of you.
Well, let her know I'm in room 708, and maybe I'll talk to her after the fight.
Right?
John, this is one of the first times that you faced a fighter who's taller than you and who's just physically as large as he is. How does that translate in terms of training and preparation? What kind of differences are there?
It hasn't made too much of a difference. One way that has helped me is I know what I'm susceptible to being such a tall guy, and I've kind of I'm kind of playing the devil's advocate here, and I'm thinking, well, with me and my body frame, what type of moves am I open for? And knowing these type of moves that I'm open for being so tall, I'm excited to execute these type of techniques on Alexander. So his height, I know the tall man's pain, you know what I mean? And I'm going to use that knowledge against him.
This is a lot of kicks where you're chopping his legs off.
Yeah, definitely don't be surprised if you see leg kicks. There's a lot of techniques. He has lung legs. And there's a lot of techniques that lung legs guys are susceptible to. He stands really tall in his stance. There's a lot of things that I'm going to be exploiting in his game.
Does it bother you, by the way, he mentioned Mayweather last week, I think he sold 2.6 million pay-per-views. You go in the next week, it's like asking people to dip in their pocket 2 weeks in a row. It's got to be tough, right? So you're making some money off of that.
Yeah, I mean, Mayweather, with the economy today, I know a lot of people can't really order pay-per-view back-to-back like that, but it's okay, they timed it better than we did, and hopefully a lot of the people who really wanted to see an MMA event saved up for this big event.
John, if you end up, well, I guess I should say when you win on Saturday, what's the first thing you're going to spend your money on?
Oh man, I don't know. I really don't spend it. I've been really, really smart, and I have a lot of good people in my life, and I'm a really big saver. So I'll probably just throw it all in the CD for now.
So drinks are on you?
No drinks on me.
You're a guy like Toronto.
I love Toronto. Toronto's a great place. The weather's a little inconsistent, but the people are really nice, very enthusiastic. I think the best countries for MMA right now, I would have to say Brazil, as far as the way they treat me, it's unbelievable. Toronto and America. I mean, it's unbelievable. I think Toronto and Brazil are the most enthusiastic countries. I really feel like a big star when I'm in these countries, and it's a great feeling. I don't think so. I'm going to stick to fighting.
Unibet, det enda spelbolag som tar min sport på allvar.